Was I in the wrong here?
Yesterday, I was involved in a small incident at my job. Me, another coworker and our manager were discussing personal expenses, and I asked my manager how much they made. My manager said he wasn't allowed to tell me that, and he could actually give me a citation for asking such a personal question. I told him that it is illegal for any company to prohibit or restrict discussion of salaries amongst its employees irregardless of their rank. I told him that he doesn't have to answer my question, but that if he did give me a citation, I wouldn't even have to go to HR. I could report it directly to the appropriate state agency as a labor law violation. Anyway, later when I got home, I told my mother over the phone about what happened, and she thinks I did deserve a citation, claiming that discussing salaries with coworkers of the same rank is okay, but asking a supervisor how much they make is highly inappropriate and is comparable to asking questions about someone's sex life. None of my coworkers think I acted inappropriately, but the elders in my life have chosen to be offended on my supervisor's behalf. I know that a lot of anti-work people are pro-discussing salaries, but I can't tell if there are rank-based exceptions to this belief. Did I act wrongly? You didn't do anything wrong. There isn't anything wrong with being curious about your manager's pay. If you are planning on becoming a manager one day, then that would be useful information for you to know. I never understand the mindset of it being rude to discuss salary. It shouldn't be a secret, and people should be more transparent about their salaries. Jobs used to pay enough for people to afford basic necessities, and that's why older people don't understand discussing pay. Most young people don't know if a job is going to pay them enough to survive, which can make a job search difficult. Your mom drank the Kool-Aid, and she's just repeating the myths she always assumed to be true. She's wrong. The only thing you did wrong here was use the word irregardless. No, there's no exceptions. There's a story here from the other day about a manager earning less than their reports. You did nothing wrong. Your mother and other elders are still stuck in a time when the employer could tell you what you could and couldn't talk about at work. It is not against the law, and if he issued you a citation, you would be able to cause some negative repercussions against the company. If in the US, don't know about other countries. Your mom has been successfully brainwashed and is 100% wrong. Talking about salaries should be normal regardless of position. I think it should mandatory public record. But alas, you're not in the wrong. He isn't entitled to say it, but he can't give you a citation. And your mom's seen too much capitalist propaganda. If you're in the US, the National Labor Relations Act is absolutely and unequivocally explicit in saying that an employer or manager may not, except in very small businesses or under very limited circumstances, prohibit employees discussing wages at all. They also may not take any action, nor even threaten any action, in punishment of any employee discussing wages. Your manager and your company are in direct violation of those mandates with the threats of right up. I'd go full ignorant, innocent, and very politely say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was company policy. Could I get a written copy of that so I can be sure to not unintentionally violate policy again?" Then start documenting everything said on the matter, including recording the conversation if you're in a single-party consent state. Your manager, or anyone else, has no obligation to discuss wages with you, but any threats or implied threats of write-ups or termination cross the line of what's legal in a big way. Your mom is a bootlicker for corrupt capitalism. Nothing against your mom. She's probably really great. My parents are similar. But she's bootlickin'. I'm 49 and I've always thought it was stupid not to discuss your wages with coworkers. People my age and older are so stuck in their ways. Well, it's always been like this mentality. It's borderline ridiculous already. The fact that we've been lied to all our lives and they can't get over it. That is what the problem is. The National Labor Relations Board is who you will contact if you get a citation. Your mother swallowed the propaganda and now regurgitates it. There is no hope for her. You are an orphan now. I make more than my boss. $1. Is he mad about it? Yeah, but that's his problem, not mine. Do I feel like sometimes he lets it interfere with his judgment on my work? All the time. In reality though, I was hired to take his position and he was supposed to go manage another shop the company was opening, but they decided not to open that shop. So my pay reflect what the position is supposed to pay. But since he had already been here and was promoted, he's lower than the starting pay. You know how companies love to do that. I'd say, in the general public, it is generally rude to ask how much someone makes at their job. But coworkers? Nah, you should be asking each other, regardless of rank. Is this in the USA? The fact that employers use the word citation like they're police upholding the law is ridiculous. We hereby nominate you for a citation for asking an acceptable question. You did nothing wrong. Your mom was fed propaganda and fell for it. 1. Haha, seriously, how much do you make? 2. Take pictures of the write-up. 3. 4. Profit. Older people, some Gen X but especially boomers, retain odd levels of faith in the American corporate system. They honestly think that keeping your head down, working as hard as you can, and doing a lot of unpaid volunteer work means you'll be rewarded with raises and promotions that coworkers with less dedication won't get. While this does happen today, it's rare and special. It mostly died with corporate responsibility and other ethical business norms in the 70s and 80s. If this is USA, then there's federal law that allows you specifically discuss salary matters. Employer can't deny you this right.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.